Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to do another installment of my alternative manga spotlights. This one is on the second volume of Yoshiharu Tsuge's works that Drawn and Quarterly is putting out. I believe I read that there will be 7 of these, and basically Drawn and Quarterly is just collecting Yoshiharu Tsuge's short story works into collections in these lovely hardcover editions. The first installment was The Swamp, which I do have a alternative manga spotlight on that one as well. This one is Red Flowers. I gotta say, Yoshiharu Tsuge is an incredible storyteller. The art and mangaka in general, because the artwork is phenomenal. The stories are so captivating. There is not a single story in this collection that I did not enjoy. I will say as well, there is not a single story in here that involves sexual assault. None of these are explicit stories in any way. So if you are looking to get into alternative manga, but you're a bit more sensitive to certain topics, I think that this would be a really, really good collection for you, because I know that a lot of alternative manga does have mature themes in it that can be disturbing to some folks, and this one really doesn't have those themes. And while there's a time and a place for those things to happen within fiction, it is also nice to experience fiction that doesn't, depress the hell out of me. So this was just really, really fantastic. And I loved The Swamp. And I also loved The Man Without Talent, which was released by New York Comics Review something, I think is what they're called. New York Review Comics, maybe. Loved The Man Without Talent, loved The Swamp. I was waiting so long for this one to come out, and I'm just blown away, honestly speechless, because these stories were so phenomenal. They're just short stories, and I love short stories collections. I know that some people really don't. But again, also this volume is a very lovely release. Super excellent quality, as always, with Drawn and Quarterly. But also what I liked about this, I know I'm jumping all over the place, very different kind of stories. One is about a salamander wading through garbage. One is about a man and a kind of stray dog. A man who meets a woman by the ocean. I really, really, really thoroughly enjoyed all of these stories. And I also love the essays, and of course Ryan Holmberg was involved, as he is with most Gekika English releases. But there's a really, really good essay going into Yoshiharu Tsuge's, life and everything, his kind of travels, and then it goes into descriptions or kind of explanations of each story that's in this collection. But yeah, so fascinating. And there wasn't really anything fully supernatural in this one. Yeah, Yeah, this one was mostly kind of single men experiencing the world, going out in the countryside, kind of a lot of nature stuff in this one, quite a few animals, but nothing really fantastical. No folklore sort of, things like kappa or tanukis or anything, which is fine. I do enjoy those stories as well, but this one was mostly single men experiencing various things within nature and small rural towns and things, but which gave way to a lot of really beautiful landscape artwork and things. But I don't know if I'm selling this to you, but I do highly, highly, highly recommend picking this up. I just can't articulate how beautiful all of these stories were and how fascinating. I just, every Tsuge title that I read, I just get more and more intrigued by this man and his life. Yeah, this was incredible. Absolutely one of my favorite Gekika manga that I've read in a long time. And that's saying something because I've read a lot of really incredible Gekika manga in the past year or so. Yeah, I can't wait for more of these. And these are going to look excellent because the first one, The Swamp, I think had a red banner on it. This one's green with the purple writing. I can't wait for the next installment of this, and I'm so stoked. And I hope that Drawn and Quarterly will just continue releasing them, and that nothing will slow them in their tracks with this. So please go pick this up. Go pick up The Man Without Talent as well if you can find it. That one is so... it's so bleak, but it's so funny. And just ridiculous. Yeah, he's got a way of telling stories about men who, or just people in general who are kind of listless, who don't really know what they're doing with their lives, a lot of times kind of portrayed as lazy, or, not resilient or self-sufficient in any way. And there's a bit of humor in that. And there's also a bit of sorrow in that as well, because you wonder what has brought these people to this point. Is it laziness, or is it depression, or are they down on their luck for right now, but maybe they can pull themselves out of it. But he's really, really good about writing that sort of character. Yeah, and the essay in the back gives more kind of context to all of that. And I really like that a lot of his photography is in the back as well, because it seems like he was taking a lot of pictures of rural towns and things. And in the essays at the back, there's a lot of his actual photography of the places that he visited and how they kind of lent themselves to these stories in this installment. But yeah, this is just incredible. Please go pick it up. Give it a read. I don't think you're going to regret it. But if you do, if you have thoughts on this, I would love to hear them, whether they're good or bad. If you've read any other Yoshiharu Tsuge works, I'd love to hear your thoughts on those as well. If you have any other Gekika manga you want to recommend that you haven't seen kind of in my collection, or just in general, if you want to recommend to other folks in the comments, please do. We're getting a lot more Gekika manga now, I think, than we really have in the past, and it's exciting, and I just want to buy all of it. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.